As the sun slowly sets beyond the hills and the sky begins to glow with warm golden light, there is a peace that quietly settles over the earth. The wind moves gently through the trees, the fields become still, and the noise of the day slowly fades away. In moments like these, life seems to whisper something important to our hearts. Maybe today you have been carrying burdens that nobody else knows about. Maybe you smiled in front of people while hiding pain inside. Maybe you have been strong for everyone else while quietly feeling weak yourself. Maybe you have been fighting battles that nobody can see. You wake up each day trying your best, trying to keep moving, trying to stay strong, but deep inside you feel tired. Not just physically tired, but tired in your heart. Tired of worrying, tired of overthinking, tired of carrying pain that feels heavier every day. And maybe during the quiet moments, when nobody else is around, questions begin to fill your mind. You ask yourself, will things ever get better? Does anybody understand me? God, are you listening? If those thoughts have ever entered your heart, then hear these words today. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even in the moments when you felt forgotten, even in the moments when you cried silently, even in the moments when you believed nobody saw your pain, God was there beside you. He saw every tear, every fear, every sleepless night, and every prayer whispered in darkness. Sometimes we think God only notices big things, but He notices even the smallest details of our lives. He notices the tears you quickly wipe away before anyone sees them. He notices the pain hidden behind your smile. He notices the moments when your heart feels heavy and your spirit feels weak. He knows every burden you carry because He knows you better than anyone else ever could. The same God who created stars and oceans knows your name and understands your pain. Sometimes life makes us believe that being strong means carrying everything alone. We try to fix every problem ourselves. We try to control every situation. We worry about tomorrow before tomorrow even arrives. We carry fears about things that may never happen. But God never asked us to carry life alone. He never asked us to hold every burden by ourselves. Sometimes we hold tightly to pain because we are afraid to let go, but there comes a moment when we must release it into God's hands. Fear says the future will be dark, but faith says God is already there. Fear says you will never change, but faith says God is still working inside you. Fear says your story is over, but faith says the best chapters are still ahead. Think about all the difficult moments you have survived already. Think about every storm that once felt impossible. Think about every night when you thought you would not make it through. Yet somehow you are still here today. You are still breathing. You are still standing. You are still moving forward. That is not an accident. That is grace carrying you through moments when your own strength was not enough. Sometimes we ask God to remove every storm around us, but sometimes God chooses to calm the storm inside us instead. Sometimes He uses difficult seasons to create strength we never knew existed. Just like trees grow stronger roots during storms, our faith often grows strongest during difficult seasons. Looking back later, we sometimes realize that painful seasons became the moments that shaped us the most. The tears taught us compassion. The waiting taught us patience. The struggle taught us strength. The pain taught us faith. Maybe right now you cannot understand why certain things happened in your life. Maybe you do not understand why doors closed, why plans changed, or why prayers seemed delayed. But one day you may look back and realize that God was protecting you from things you could not see. Maybe what felt like rejection was actually protection. Maybe what felt like a delay was actually preparation. Maybe God was preparing blessings greater than anything you imagined. Because God sees the entire journey, while we only see one moment. We see today's struggle, but God sees tomorrow's victory. We see closed doors, but God sees doors waiting to open. We see pain, but God sees healing coming. We see waiting, but God sees preparation taking place beneath the surface. Imagine a seed planted deep in the ground. For days, nothing can be seen. For weeks, nothing appears to happen. Yet beneath the surface, roots are growing, strength is forming, and life is being prepared. Maybe that is what God is doing in your life right now. Maybe while you think nothing is changing, heaven is working quietly beneath the surface. Maybe blessings are growing where you cannot yet see them. Maybe your story is still being written. So tonight, release your fears. Release your worries. Release the weight you have been carrying for far too long. Stop carrying tomorrow before it arrives. Stop replaying yesterday's mistakes.